Am I the a-hole for wanting to leave my husband because his family pushes me to be his daughter's mom? I 30F started dating a widower 3.5 years ago. His wife had passed away a little over a year before. I didn't meet his daughter until we had been seeing each other for a year. She was 5 when her mom died and she's 9, almost 10 now. He told me he needed to see how we got along before we could ever consider living together or marriage, and I told him I expected that. We talked about his wishes for my role in his daughter's life and how his daughter might feel about me. He confessed he was hoping she would grow to love me as some kind of mother figure, but he said we could never force it or expect it. But that was his hope because he felt she deserved that. He expected his daughter to like me either way. I have always gotten along with his daughter, but she was clear from the very first time I met her that she didn't want a new mom and I wasn't ever going to be her mom. I had no problem with this. She likes to remind people every now and again that she has a mom and I will never be her mom. But the problem is nobody else is getting this. My husband's family and friends all expect me to become his daughter's mom. They feel I should already be committed to being her mom and should be working on that bond. This gets brought up in front of her, which makes her repeat that I will never be her mom. I was told if I had tried to be a year ago, she would be over it now and calling me her mom. They consider 2.5 years of knowing her as more than enough time for me to have started filling that role. My partner doesn't tell them to stop. He doesn't remind everyone it can't be forced. He tells me, he tells his daughter, but then he doesn't correct his family when they call my daughter's mother or ask her to tell me something. I do. But his daughter has begun to pull away from me, and I sense that if we were to continue and get married, I would be hated on all sides and growing our family would make things 100 times more tense. We were discussing this and I told him clearly that I was reconsidering our relationship because of this. Then his parents walked in and heard us and they asked me how I could abandon his daughter and make her lose another mom. I told them that's the problem, and when my partner said nothing to his parents, I told him this is exactly why I don't think we can be together anymore. He told me he'd do better and we need to work it out, and his parents were saying their granddaughter needs her mommy. So am I the a-hole for wanting to leave instead of forcing myself to be her mom?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole. You are not her mom. She doesn't want you to be her mom. Your BF has no spine and no balls. Sit down with daughter and explain how you are not trying to replace her mom and you respect her wishes. Tell her you don't care what others say. Your relationship is for you two to define, no one else.
Honestly, I would tell him that the only way to move forward right now is going low contact with his family. That he's put you and his daughter in an untenable situation, forcing you to fight for boundaries that are his to set. And that if he can or won't do that, then he's not the man, father, or potential husband you thought he was.